Hello, this is Brian Steenford speaking and doing task 1 on Alice. It's a tutorial of the main features of Alice. Okay, first on the list is add an object. First I have to choose a template. I choose the grasslands and then you click on add objects. Then you can choose whatever object you want to add. I'm going to add a camel. There are two ways of adding an object. You either drag it in or you double click and then add to existence. Okay, second on the list is to remove an object. This can be done easily as well. You can right click on it and click on delete. I think I just deleted the word. You can right click on the object and click on delete. You can drag it into the bin and you can right click on here and click on delete. Next on the list is to move an object. Basically you can just drag it around the screen and with the up and down movement you can move them up and down. Next on the list is to rotate an object. You can rotate them sideways and you can rotate them forward and backwards with these tools. Okay. Next on the list is to move an object in code, which is also really simple to do. First you need to add an object obviously, and then you click on you can just drag it in after you left the add objects view. Just drag it in here and click on move, and then you can click on I'm actually going to make a move in each direction. 1 meter. Move it forward, up. I'm going to move it down. I'll make it move it left. I'm going to make it move right. I'm going to make it move forward and backwards as well. As you can see, it's very easy to do, and it doesn't take any struggles. So when you play it, it will look something like this. I should restart this. So yeah, see a camel just in the midst of nowhere doing some movement. Okay, next on the list is to move sub-objects. What are sub-objects? Sub-objects are a part of an object. What is an object, you ask? An object is a thing which can be recognized by its properties, methods, and functions. Also, yeah, so sub-objects are under the object. So when you click on the plus, you can find its sub-object. So I'm going to make each sub-object move in a direction. As you can see, it's almost as simple as doing the main body, the whole object. Make a move that forward and the last one backwards. Also, sub-objects have their own sub-objects, but I'm just going to explore one. You can make a lower leg move to turn left. Okay, so when you play it, you will see each one go in a certain way. There you go. It just broke itself apart. Now I don't want to take a picture. Okay. Next on the list is to do together. Do together is it's kinda something, a tool you can use to make your life easier when you work on a bigger scale, so to speak. So to do together, I'm gonna add some more objects. I'm gonna add a cow. Now I want to make it go stand right here. Actually, I'm going to move this to the side, let the cow stand there, and I'm going to add a husky. Nah, I'm going to add something a bit bigger, like let me just take something cute and cuddly. Yeah, like the gorilla robot. Let me take that. Look how cute he is. Okay. Do Together is a tool which lets all the things on the screen do together if you add them. So like if you want them all to walk forward, or you want one to walk forward, one to walk backwards, but all at the same time, then you use Do Together. I'm gonna make the camel move fly up in the sky, and make the cow roll, or 1 revolution, and make the gorilla say hello. And they should all do that at the same time. See there. Restart. Yeah. Okay. Next on the list is do in order. Instead of doing together, they're gonna do it one by one. And that is in the order you put them in. So I'm gonna make the camel turn left, 1 revolution, and then I'm gonna make the cow turn right, 1 revolution, and then I'm gonna make the gorilla turn forward, 1 revolution. And they're gonna do it in order. Oh, do together? No, I used the wrong method. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna do in order. Let me just drag that down here. And yeah, it should do the same thing. Because it should be, yeah, see, A1 then in order. Okay, next on the list is for all in order. For all in order, you have to create a list. And what a list does is you can add objects and make them do make all the names in one line, so you don't have to drag each name down. So I'm going to call that do in order. Oh, forgot to add a I forgot to add any objects in this. Yes, okay, let me delete this quickly and do all in order. Let me add this and okay, let me just delete that quickly. Unknown error has occurred. Okay. Let me quickly sort this out. Let me create a new list, call it Do All Together. Yeah, and then add objects, add a list. I'm going to add the camel. I'm going to add the cow. And I'm also going to add the gorilla robot, because he's so awesome. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make them all, I'm just going to drag the list down and make them all do turn left, 1 revolution together. So what will happen is they will all do that in order. So the same as which is next on the list is, so for all together you can just add that, and you can yeah, just add the list and make him do something. As you can see, my other one was here as well, so that kind of made them do the thing first before they did the other thing. Okay, next on the list is to if else. If else is also a very useful tool. If else lets you make certain situations happen. If I get a distinction in this, I will be happy. If I don't, I will be sad. It's the same method in here. So what I'm going to do is, if the camel is if the camel is within 5 meters of the cow, the camel will grow twice in size, and if he's not, the camel will shrink twice in size. Now, knowing that it is already in 5 meters, he's just gonna grow. It's not gonna shrink because he's not gonna move. So as you can see, it will just grow. So if I create a new event, add arrow crease to move, and make that for the camel, entire body, and I would loop this system, which is next on the list, which is just means you can loop something a certain number of times. You can actually decide if the camel shrinks or not. Okay, I think that just messed up. Oh, I forgot to make him shrink. Okay, he grows, so if you go away, he will shrink. And if you go closer, okay, he's gone. Okay, if you go away, he will shrink, and if you go closer, he will grow again. Let's see. And because it's looped, he will keep shrinking until he is within the range again. Okay, now let me explain loop a bit more. Loop is something you can loop a couple of times, or as many times as you want. So I'm going to make it loop 5 times. For example, I'm going to make the cow roll left twice, and I'm going to do that 5 times in a row. So basically he's going to do that 10 times then, because it was looped. And if I looped it infinitely, he would loop forever. I mean, do round this forever. And look at the monkey, he doesn't know what he's doing. Okay. Next on the list is to use while. While is also a very useful tool. Because it makes life so much easier for a programmer. For example, while the cow is within 5 meters of the... Actually, I'm going to make it with the camel because I already got his motions unlocked. So for while the camel is 5 meters away from cow, he will run away, so to speak. Make him move backwards 10 meters. So he doesn't like cow. And if I make him go close again, I didn't loop it, forgot. So yeah, I'm gonna make a loop infinite times. What the loop does is it checks if he is in the area again. So if I move him closer, he just move away again, like a magnetic field. Okay, next on the list is comments. What comments does is it allows an object the ability to speak. So I'm going to make the camel say hello and the cow say goodbye, because the cow is mean. And then I'm going to make the gorilla say why. and then in the row you would say hello, goodbye, Y. And then if I loop it, let's say twice, nice, and then do if camel okay, I'm gonna make is within 5 meters of the cow, now he or she will say, hey, why did you say that? And then if he's not, he's going to say okay then. So now he will say hello, goodbye, Y, hello, goodbye, Y. Okay then. But if I replay it and and in the distance, he will say, why would you say that? So yeah. Anyway, next on the list is wait. What wait does is it gives an opportunity to give a certain pause. For example, well, if you play a video game and you just won the game, it doesn't immediately start the next round. It waits. So I'm going to make something wait 1 second. So I'm going to make the camera move forward 1 meter, and then wait 1 second, and then let the cow move forward 1 meter too, because they're going out now. So go 1 meter, wait 1 second, and you go 1 meter. You can always change the timing to something where we want. So example like 35 hours, and it will take a whole long time for the cow to move forward. A really long time. So anyway, next on the list is print. What print does is it lets you put a certain text on the screen. And it won't go until you close down the window. As you can see, the cow still has not moved, and the camel's waiting, moving around in circles. Okay, anyway, let me continue, it's gonna take too long. So yeah, I'm gonna print something. I'm going to say we are the dominators as exclamation mark group D, because I'm class rep. Okay, so I'm going to just print that. As you can see, it will just be there. I can make it wait 2 seconds before it appears. Okay, I think that was a bit too slow. Let me just make it 6 seconds. And make it wait 6 seconds before it appears. I'm not sure why this, yeah, let me replay that. Okay, see, as you can see, when I press replay, it was still there. Yeah. I don't know why the screen is going fuzzy. Well, I guess it's waiting until they can show this thing. Okay, yes, I'm going to check off what I have done. Okay, so I've checked off what I have done already. So I can also loop the sequence, for example, 10 times, and I will just keep appearing. And so as you can see, it will just after 6 seconds appear. So if I speed up, it will just keep going. I can, if you remove this, it will spawn so fast. It will spawn like infinitely. Not 10 times. Wait, if I do it infinitely, it would just spawn without mercy, so to speak. Okay. Let's say next on the list is quad view. So what quad view does is it gives you a range of views to look at your thing. So to access it, you need to go on the add objects menu, which is right here, and then you click on this little sign saying quad view. As you can see, it gives you multiple views. It gives you from the right, from the front, from the top, and as you would see it if you clicked on done. So what quad view does is you can arrange them exactly how you want them, and to make sure it looks good from every angle, kinda. There you go. Yeah, next on the list is dummy objects. So as you can see, there is something called more controls, which is right here. So I'm going to say, for example, this point of view. I'm going to click on drop dummy at this camera view. So when I move away from it, as you can see, there's like an invisible 3D object right in there. So let me get a different angle or a different view. This is actually very useful when it comes to like film shooting, so to speak, or when like there's a game over, or when you when you like finish a race and they show you like your highlights. Like they use most likely dummy objects to show the point of views which you had. Okay, let me just get one better shot, and I'm gonna make a camera dummy object at this camera spot. So I'm gonna call the first one in front dummy, and the next one from the side dummy. Good. And now what you can do is you can go from in front dummy to inside dummy. As easy as that. And you can put it in here. Wait, I think if I what's it called, make the cow move forward, no, backwards, it's 5 meters. I'm gonna get the dummy in front to change its, what's it called, let the camera change onto that side. Let me see. When the key is timed, move the camera. Anytime, make some object. Never mind. Actually, never mind. So what's next on the list is pose. So what is a pose? A pose is like the way they're standing. and they're posing for the camera, so to speak. So how do I change the pose? You can right click. Now I think you go under properties and you click on capture pose and write default pose, and then there you can make a new pose. Wait, like this one. I'm gonna make his arm go forward, make a leg go forward 5 meters. Yes, and I'm gonna call this and make his other leg go forward as well. Make it go forward as well, and then 5 meters. And I'm gonna capture this pose called extended pose. So yeah, so under the cow we should have 2 poses. Oh, so wait, I'm gonna delete these and that. So I'm gonna add the default pose, and I'm gonna add the what is it called, the extended pose, if I can find it. It's the extended pose. There we go, extended pose. So if I loop this, if I've done it correctly, I think it should go back and forwards. Let's see. And it doesn't. It's just something spinning down there. Okay, I'm gonna try that again. I'm going to delete this. No, I'm not going to delete this. I'm going to make the cows now default pose. And I want to change this pose. I want to change his pose to what is it called? A pose with zero opacity, and I'm gonna capture this pose. Call it pose 2. Now hopefully, if I've done this correctly, and if I loop it, now he should go from one pose to another infinitely, and it doesn't. I think I made a slight mistake. Right, let me quickly check off what I have done already. I see what I have done wrong. Okay, now what you do is you go on add object. First let me just create a new world for the sake of it. Okay, in the dirt this time. Well, then you add objects, you select the objects you want to select. Also, I'm just going to go on the home, I'm going to go under that, I'm going to select, for example, okay, I'm going to choose sci-fi, and I'm going to choose the class ranger. I'm going to add them to existence. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go under the ranger, and I'm going to go under his properties and capture his standing pose, which is the default pose. Oh yes, and then I'm going to also affect top parts. So I'm just moving some of his parts, and I'm going to make his arm come up, yeah, and okay, I'm going to create another pose called arms up, and I'm gonna make his legs, yeah, make his legs do. I'm gonna make him fly, make his legs go like that. Let's just say that's the way he flies. I'm gonna call it legs up, and then I'm going to make him fly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go now on the, I can't really do much with it without this. I'm gonna go put this under this, and I'm gonna make it what is it called? I'm gonna make him, yeah, I'm gonna make him go fly. So I forgot to save his legs up pose, which is this one. I'm gonna call it legs up. Okay, so hopefully, okay, that didn't go as expected, but oh well. Wait, I think I should, when I go under my method, oh yeah, put the default on first. So if I loop all this, let's say twice, because he has to start it up. He will do this before he flies, which is him moving forwards 5 meters. So I'm just going to change the camera angle quickly. Okay, go forward, turn around, yeah, make him I should have just added a dummy, but oh well. Okay, I'm nearly there, and so if I do this and play the video, he should start up, do it twice, and then he's ready for liftoff. Yeah, I think I should make him go further than 5 meters. Yeah, I think that should be enough. So as you can see, he's preparing by using his poses, and then he's flying off. Good. Alright, so yeah, next on the list is 3D text. 3D text is very simple. It's so simple that my teacher decided not to include this. So what you do is you go on a gallery and you just scroll onto Udemy 3D text. I don't think it's worth teaching, but oh well. Let me write down something. Group D is the best group because we will I think that's a bit too much. It's just the best. That is enough. So I'm gonna do that, and it's gonna bring it into existence. And so I'm just gonna get a different point of view again. There we go. And group D is the best. So yeah, I'm gonna delete the ranger, and I'm gonna delete the 3D text. Yeah. Next on the list is is arrow keys. So how do you do arrow keys? First you bring an object into existence, and which you already know how to do. I'm gonna just choose something really simple like the cow again, and I'm gonna go under the view again. I'm gonna create an event, click on let arrow keys move subject, and the subject is going to be the cow. So yeah, although you preferably would like it to be something else. So okay, next on the list is vehicle. I'm gonna vehicle the camera onto the cow. I'm going to vehicle the camera onto the cow. I'm sorry, there was an interruption. My family member entered my room. So yeah. So what you're going to do is you click on camera, and then you can, and I think you click on cow, and then you click on properties, and then you click on with vehicle, the vehicle camera. So if I've done this correctly, I think I haven't done this correctly. Okay. No, I think I did it vice versa. Okay, let me put that unselect that, go back on the entire world, and go on camera and vehicle the cow. Oh, I think this is how we done it correctly. Yeah. So this is a bit odd because this camera vehicle to the cow's face. So to make it optimal, you go on the add objects view, and what you do is you make the cow turn around, and then you feel like you're kind of driving the cow. So when you vehicle it to the cow again and play it, it should be nice racing. So if I speed up, he's like going around the world. Okay. So next on the list is to add a billboard. So what you do for billboard is you click on file and add a billboard. Alright, I did not have any specific pictures to use as a billboard, so I'm going to use one of my personal pictures, and I'm going to go under my pictures first when I find them. Actually, yeah, let me just do it the easy way. You go on local to see, you go under where's users, where is national, and you go under you go under pictures, yeah, and then you can just choose DBZ tray, for example, and as you can see, it was added into existence. And you can rotate it around, like it's an object now. You can rotate it around, but it's the same on the back as it is on the front, but just the other way around. Alright, okay. So what's next on the list is to add ask user. So what ask user is that the system has to ask the user something before it continues. Yes. Yeah, so next on the list is ask user. Ask user is very simple as well. You can just go under the world and then go on functions. Under functions you will find this list of many functions. One of them is under the class of ask users. So you can ask users for a number, or you can ask them for a string, or for a yes or no. What a string means is just any words which I could type in. So how do you use this? So you can like create a variable, like I ask user for name, and do that as a string thing. So when you drag this down and set value to the default string, then you can drag in ask a string, and then you can enter a string. So what we'll do is we'll just come up with enter a string, and you could write anything, and that's it. You can use this is in terms of like questions, etc. For example, let me quickly do something. Let me unveil call from cow, and let me remove this cow and add something else like a human, and because a human would be more suitable, I reckon. Yeah, let me use the jock. Okay, so let's just say he asks you for your name. I'm gonna change that to what is your name, and I'm gonna make Jock ask you what your name is. What is your name? Question mark. And what that should do is, after he asks you it, you should enter your name. You can continue doing that. You can add more complicated stuff. For example, once he asks you for the name, you could say, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, space, and then you can go in the world, add functions, and join A with B, and then let B let B be default string, and the default string is whatever your name is. Let me just rename that maybe to blah. No. It's not letting me type. Oh well. let me use that as default string. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, that is the basics of it. Well, next on the list are parameters. Parameters is how what's called Alice works. Like, for example, if I make this jockey move forward, right? The parameters would be that the object moves in a direction which is forward, and the distance of the direction. So object distance, and direction. Those are the parameters. Next on the list is sound. So what you do for sound is you can add a sound to a certain thing and make it play. So how you use it is you go on the world, you go on the sounds, you can import sound or record sound. I think I'm gonna import some sound and can use what is it called, one of the games is the game I play is what is it called, sound. So if I can play it, it doesn't seem to play it. No, this is the wrong sound. Wait, let me get something else. Oh, let me just get the opening door one. Though I think this should be very recognizable. No, let me just play a tune. Just a tune. The tune should be nice and easy, for I could just play in the background. And wow, I do this. So let's say the world will play the song right after, let's say, the ball runs towards the hamster. Wow, let me enlarge the hamster a bit. It's a bit tiny. Let me enlarge him a bit. There you go. So when the ball runs to the hamster, the music will play. So how do you do this? I first drag in the ball, make him turn to his right, half as like a quarter revolution, and make him go forward into like 5 meters, I think it is. So while the ball is in threshold of object, which is the hamster, this song will play, which is reasonable. So if I can move the hamster, perhaps. Okay, I just made the make him turn left. I'm sorry, forgot what's mirrored. Okay, I'm not 5 meters, but make it 10. Let me just move the hamster. The song's not playing. I think I need to loop it. Now let me check it quickly. So it keeps checking if the let me just make the door something, maybe it's easier to play that one. There we go. I'm not sure if you can hear it on here because I didn't select record audio for on screen, but hopefully it is playing. And so yeah, that is how you do sound. So next on the list is variables. Yeah, my German accent is still there. Oh. So what you do is you click on create a new variable. You can either select an object or a string, whatever. I kinda covered strings when I asked user. So you can do is add object, call it cool. You can call it anything you want. I'm just gonna call it cool the sad, and I'm gonna select the ball. Oh, so yeah. So what you can use this for is like a list, but it's not a list. You can, if the color side or the ball is within the the variable can move certain distance, like if the ball is within 330 meters of the hamster, which is always going to be. So let's just loop this, and then that is pretty much done. There you go. That is a variable. Oh, and next on the list is random. So what random does is it gives you an opportunity to add something random. So for example, if you add a couple of objects, right? If you add a couple of objects, X, and you can give, let me just show you. So let's say you have four cows. Okay. That's that done, and you what we call it, you all make them into a list. Oh, I forgot to add them into the list. First, yeah, let's make the cows into a list. Those are parameters. There you go. You can add cow 1, cow 2, cow 3, cow 4, or and call them, oh man, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So what you can do is you can do all together and add cows and make the cows go we can make the cows move forward. So we can set a value. Where is it again? Okay, next on the list is proximity. Okay, so what you do is, if you have like an object, and for example they don't like each other, so if let me do this quickly. If this cow is within 5 meters of the other cow, let's say the other cow would turn invisible. Whereas if it's not, the other one will turn red. So it's red to begin with. Wait, let me change this quickly. So it will begin off red. So, and once it, wait, I think I made a mistake. Hit this one. Ooh, undo button. Undo. I think the thing just went missing. Oh well, let me just make a new world then. Yeah, so if you got two objects and they, for example, don't like each other, you can say if the cow 1 is within 5 meters of the other cow, well, let's make it 5 meters of the other cow, the other one will turn invisible because he wants to hide. She wants to hide well. Whereas if it's not, the other one will turn red. And then I want to make a event which vehicles which makes me able to steer one of the cows. So when you start the world, it is red. Why is it so laggy? It is red right until he goes close. Wait a minute, this is not looped. Let me loop it infinitely. You keep checking if it is in the area. Oh, why is it lagging? There you go. There you go. That is proximity. Last but not least, it's random. It's random, and how do you use random? So it's pretty simple. You can just add whatever objects you want. Random is useful, for example, when you want something to go around and you don't want like your users to find out like that they walking this forward and backwards one like every second. So how you use random? You can like let's do t for all together. Let's make a list and call it cows, and make a subject, add 3 items: cow 1, cow 2, cow 3. Yeah, and let's make the cows move forward. Let's say 1 meter, and then make the cows move backwards 1 meter. And then you might ask yourself, how is this related to random? Well, if you go into the world and go into functions, under random you can find random number. Then you can make the cows go forward or backwards at a random number. Well, obviously I don't want the random number to be too exaggerated, so I can make the minimum 5, actually the minimum 1, and the maximum 5, and the same for the other one. As you will see, because it is a random number, some will move forward far more than the others will. So if we loop this infinitely, we can successfully see that they will move randomly at all costs. So it maybe eventually one will move off the screen. Well, I looped it 10 times to make it infinite. Eventually we will lose track of all the cows, I reckon. Yeah, we already lost one because they went forward more than they went back. As we can see, they're going as well. Yeah, and so that is random. Yeah, the examiner, this is Brian Steenford speaking, 12041155. I apologize for any inconveniences because of the interruptions and the many cuts. But I tried my best, and I hope this is merit or distinction worthy. Hey, again, my name is Brian, and 12041155. Have a great day.